Hello everybody, it's Bill's that college football guy here with another video. Oh boy. I have other ones in the works, but I had to do something before that, and J.D. Wicker, oh boy. Press conference, or should say meet and greet, season ticket holders, San Diego State. You know who J.D. Wicker is? He's the athletic director at San Diego State. Who made some statements. Now, first off, JD and the president, I forgot her name, president, everybody's names at San Diego State, the president, the pro rata they deserve. Y'all not living that one down until someone says something dumber, in which case you will be able to live that one down and you'll be able to move forward from there. But here's the deal. Comments made. Number one, first question before you even consider anything else. Pac-12 has had tight lips, no leaks. They have really kept things close to the vest, and they should be commended for that. No information leaking out. Well, now all of a sudden we have this information coming out from J.D. Wicker. Now, there's one thing. First question off the jump: is he telling the truth? You got to ask that question first. Because if he's not telling the truth, then what is he saying? Huh? What is he saying? Do we know what he's saying? Does anybody know? No. Okay. Now, let's just assume for the sake of argument he's telling the truth. And for those of you who didn't watch the little video clip that came out there, that they expect by the end of in March, they're going to have an MOU signed with their media deal, which I thought they already had one signed, but apparently they don't. And that they will be, once that is completed, they'll be going forward with their 8th member, and then we'll see if there's going to be 1, 2, 3 more, whatever, past that. The media deal will be with partners, people you recognize. I'm like, okay. Well, number one, let's get with the recognized part out the way. You're not getting ESPN, Fox, CBS, or NBC. Because, in my opinion, you don't say recognize. If you had a deal with ESPN, Fox, CBS, NBC, or someone like Amazon, maybe not Amazon, but NBC, you have those four, it wouldn't be you were saying companies you recognize. You'd be saying with media partners you all know very well. Because everybody does know those four very well if you're a college football fan. So it's not one of those because the wording doesn't make recognize. I recognize True TV. I recognize TNT. I recognize the Golf Channel. I recognize the Cooking Channel. I recognize the CW. That's probably what we're talking about here. In some aspect. And again, I'm saying that the story out there, they're only going to get $6 million a year. Or someone out there, the fact the Mountain West is only going to get $2.5 million a year. If the Mountain West was only going to get $2.5 million a year, you know, he would have joined the Pac-12 already. Give me a break. It's not happening. They're not be that low, and neither is the Pac-12 going to be that low. Both numbers are stupid. So, media partners, not the 4 major brands, but that doesn't mean a bad thing. That isn't bad. Because there's other fish in the sea. There are other options out there where you can be, as in have coverage across the country. You don't have to be that. So that's not important here. Now, to get the MOU done, like I said, that kind of surprised me. Came out the fact I thought they had that agreement in place, but I guess it wasn't a formal MOU. Which is kind of funny. Some Pac-12 fans saying, you're only going to MOU, we can break the deal when you're not even under one yourself. Pot in the kettle much? Being a little bit of a hypocrite? You don't get somebody binding an agreement, yet you don't even have an agreement? Which means somebody could leave right now out of you and abandon the Pac-12 and there's nothing you can do about it? That is the biggest problem that could face the Pac-12 is if the media deal for the Pac-12 is expected to come in a certain amount and the Mountain West somehow, I'm not saying this is happening. I am not saying this is happening in any way, shape, or form. So get that out the way. Don't think I'm hoping for this because I don't see it. But if somehow the Mountain West media deal is within $1 million of the Pac-12, some schools may say, I'm not leaving and go back. because they haven't formally given notice and haven't paid the fee to leave yet. So they could go back to the conference. Now, is this going to happen? No, it's not. Everybody made their calculated decision. But people will be thinking it. You can't dispute that. People will think it. But I kind of said it surprised me they didn't have one. I figured they would have had at least that by now. But get who the 8th member is going to be. I mean, like the worst secret in college football that it's Texas State. How there were some Pac-12 fans who were saying, "Oh, Texas State's trash. We don't want." I says, "Why don't you look into them and let me know?" And then later on X, I see them singing their praises. They realize, "Oh, wait a minute. They spend money like we do. Oh, wait, they got resources. Like, oh, wait, they actually fit." I'm like, "No kidding, genius. We've been telling you this for months. We actually did some research and looked into this. You just haven't been lazy." The Pac-12, when it came to expansion early on, went brand shopping versus value shopping. You went with what you knew, rather than what could make you better, and wouldn't cost as much. The Pac-12, you're not the straw that stirs the drink. Now, there's some fans on there, and I'm not saying this is all Pac-12 fans. There's some Pac-12 fans that understand where they are and they got to rebuild the Pac-12 back up. They know it, and it's going to be tough, but they're willing to take it on. So that's kudos to them. But there's also some that are of the belief that the Pac-12 is still going to be a power conference and all the other stuff that goes with it. It's not happening. That ship sailed. Most of the Pac-12 fans know this. But it's a chance to be in a better position than you were in before. He also, J.D. Wicker actually flat out said that there'd be more money than they were making before, which is big for the athletic department, which is you will be making more money than before. So that's definitely a truthful statement. But Texas State's going to be the 8th school. And they said, the problem is, JD, you really got to work on your words, dude. You really got to work on them. Because you got to get a school on there that has to be a full athletic member of the conference. You need 8, which means all of the sports in their entire athletic department join your conference. That's a full athletic member. Not a football member, like he was saying. A full athletic member. He said a football member that plays his other sports. It's called a full athletic member. Choose your words. I get it. He was a little bit off. I don't think he was very... I think he just was spouting off the top of his head. Which part of me is thinking, is he telling the truth? Because if he knew this verbatim, he'd be popping it out. But he's hesitating. If you wonder, is he throwing some BS in on this just to get people to shut up? Or does he care more about his reputation and doesn't want to have people see him as a liar? I don't know. But 9, 10, and 11, I'm figuring they're adding one more football member and then one more for basketball. The problem is you can do 9 football and 10 basketball and you'd be in great shape. Now, is it going to be Sacramento State? No. I think Sac State for now is going to be the back burner. Later on, the 2020s, 2031, there could be an option then. But as of now, no. They're not on the board. Now, who else is on the board? Is New Mexico State on the board? Technically, yes. And is there people on there who are some Pac-12 fans who are starting to trump New Mexico State? Which brings up another point. There was a story that went out there, and this is a rumor, innuendo, so I'm not saying it's factual, that there was one athletic director and one administrative staff that wanted the Pac-12 to stay more regional. Was San Diego State the one, which is the reason why J.D. Wicker started spouting all this stuff off? Possible. He wanted to limit travel, didn't want to go. The reason why San Diego State turned down the Big 12, supposedly, did turn down the Big 12 because they were going to the Pac-12, because they wanted to stay more regional, and the Big 12 was all over the country. Because the Pac-12 would have no problem with New Mexico State. Excuse me. San Diego State, if they're the regional ones, a regional only one wouldn't have a problem with New Mexico State. They wouldn't have a problem with Sacramento State. They wouldn't have a problem with whoever. The Montanas. That popped up. I'm like, if they're not interested in Sacramento State, why the hell would they be interested in Montana and Montana State? Where did this come from? It's like, I don't know. And I know no one in the Pac-12 is interested in the Montanas right now. That's not happening. Just people getting desperate, I guess. It's frustrating as hell with this stupidity. I can't imagine being a Pac-12 fan dealing with this left and right. But is there going to be another football school? Yeah. What I think it's going to be. Are they going to get a school from the AAC? Probably not, because of the fees. Now, there's a potential that could be, and the problem was because I brought up the 27-month window for schools leaving the AAC, where the exit fee is only $10 million, but you got to give 27 months notice, which means the deadline's March 31st. They may not have a media deal by then. It's, oh no, then we won't get them. We have to pay $25 million, or you wait a year. If you don't get the deal done by March 31st of this year, you get it done by March 31st, they're able to come in July 1st, 2027. If you don't get it done this year and it's done later, say in the summer, they could come in on July 1st, 2028. You tell me Pac-12 couldn't last 2 years with 8 schools? I think they'd figure it out. I've said for a while, I've been on X and saying this, but apparently some people still don't get it. It's like, get Texas State and wait. You don't need to add New Mexico State. You don't need to add Sacramento State. Wait. Contact the schools in the AAC. Make absolutely sure they're not interested. You have a media deal. You have 8 members. You are officially a conference. You are established. Contact them. Back channel, whatever. Find out what their concerns are and address them, and then make a move accordingly. Now, the AA schools may be off the books. But they may be off the books, but there's a chance that they may not be. UTSA, North Texas, the Conference USA schools are making less money. They're potentially still on there, but I still don't think they're getting an AAC school. Which part of me is wondering, are they going to go double Sun Belt and grab Louisiana? Or are they going to go grab Louisiana Tech? Or there's the possibility that it's going to be 8 full members, no other full, and it's just football only. Now, I would get 9 full just to cover my rear end, so if something goes wrong, you're still the conference and you don't have to do this again. But that's me. It's like I still think the Mountain West should get to 10 full members, because if UNLV does get an invite or UNLV does something and Air Force leaves, at least you're still at 8. But that's me. So the Pac-12 is going to get a media deal done. They are going to add an 8th school. For any of the few of you that have and I mean very few of you, who come on my X or wherever and they comments or made messages and saying, hey, the Pac-12 is going to be dead. No, they're not. They're going to be just fine. They're going to exist on. Is it the same conference that it once was? The conference of champions? No, that's gone. That's out of here. But there's still going to be a conference. They're still going to exist. And they're still going to conduct all sports. That's still going to happen. Now, as for the media deals, everybody's wondering why they could be possibly so low. Well, do you understand that technically you've got 2 new conferences here? Because the Pac-12, this isn't the old Pac-12. This is basically a brand new conference. And the Mountain West lost a lot of their top schools. And they brought new schools in. So essentially it's a new conference. So nobody knows what they actually have. The media partners don't anyway. The first contract usually is going to be lowballed. That way, the next contract comes up, 2031, 2032, in the Mountain West case. You have 5 years, 6 years of a proven track record. Who does what your ratings are, what you do, what you don't do. And they can judge accordingly and pay accordingly because they have a track record. Both conferences will. So this first deal, they both may go up in value. One may go up, one may stay status quo. We don't know, but it's going to be what we have happening in that period of time. So what do I really make of what J.D. Wicker said? I think he got hounded by some donors, by some season ticket holders who are contributing money, and they wanted answers. And to shut everybody up, he said something to get them off his back. I think that's what this was. Now, is it truthful? I don't know, and we're not going to find out until all this information comes out from the conference, from the Pac-12 itself. But do I think there's some truth to it? Yeah, I think that there is a media deal in the works. There'll be more than the Mountain West. I think that's true. I think it's going to be media partners you recognize, probably not going to be the big boys that they want. I think that's true. I think they're going to go get 8 schools, and we'll see about getting 9, 10, 11, and so on. I think that's true. He didn't mention any names. He also did say one thing, though. He said, when the schools come, no surprises. And he also said later on was no Cal and Stanford are not coming back here. So that put that to bed, thankfully. But it's basically what it means is everybody who's been mentioned. Which means the schools in the AAC. That means New Mexico State. That means Sacramento State. And they said no, technically they've been mentioned. We're talking UNLV. We're talking New Mexico State, Louisiana Tech, Louisiana. Those are the schools that have been mentioned. So one or more of them is counting. Also, UConn's been mentioned. Would UConn be a football only to the Pac-12? Why would you travel that damn far? It makes absolutely no sense. But the thing is, it depends on the media. The media deal is contingent on you add this, you get this much more. You add this, you get this much more. The pro ratas, based upon who you add, you get this much more media deal money. Or we will guarantee your deal, you won't go up, but you got to get, of these 6 schools here, you got to get at least 2. So, we'll see. Like I said, I've said my thing on there. I thought they were going to get $8 to 10 million for their media deal. They're going to grab Texas State and probably wait and see what happens. And maybe for 1 or 2 years, they'll just have 8 schools, which is just fine. They're still technically a conference. They're still officially technically. They are officially a conference, and they can go about and do their business. Now, what happens past that, we'll see. But that's my take on all this, but I've done enough yapping. Time for you to let me know what I did, said right and wrong down in the comments. So thanks everybody for watching the video. If you haven't done already, do me the favor, please. Smash the like button. Hit the thumbs up. It helps with the algorithm. Helps YouTube know, hey, this video is getting a lot of likes. You may want me to promote it more. Comment on the video. What did I say right? What did I say wrong? I know I got some Pac-12 fans who are going to let me know about it. What is going to happen here? What do you think it's going to be? And if you have an idea, like 8th member Texas State, that's pretty much a foregone conclusion at this point. Oh, we're going to get Memphis and Tulane. We're not even doing Texas State. You're getting Texas State, okay? Just let it go. Past Texas State, we'll see. But let me know what you think it's going to be. If you think I'm wrong, and then I'm wrong. Let me know in the comments. Share the video if you want to. And if you haven't done already, share some of the other videos I've done. If you like them, hey, subscribe to the channel. You know, on the way to 1K, make some magic happen on this channel. So, thanks for that. If you like, I brought up, if you want to follow me on X, that craziness, the link will be in the description. So again, thanks everybody for watching. Those of you wondering where I'm at, I know you really can't tell right now. I'm out of the damn snow. Thankfully, by the time you see this, I'm recording this on Monday for Tuesday. I will be, by the time this video uploads, I will be in Miramar, Florida, which is west of Miami, to deliver the load I'm on right now. So, yeah, I'll be, after freezing in the snow and having negative degrees and rock salt and everything else all over the sides of this truck, and I'm now down here. I had to break out and put on the shorts because it's already in the 50s, almost 60s already, and it's going to be in the 80s almost 80 by the time I get down to Miramar. So, yeah, temperature changes. Seeing everything green. Life in Florida. So, thanks everybody for watching. Hope everybody's having a great Tuesday. Be safe out there, and please, be good to each other.